Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chat Show podcast. I'm your host, Justin Everett. I'm here with my co-host, Tyler Hill. Now, Tyler, I'm getting ready to tell you and all the fine folks out there listening a funny / crazy / unusual story from my life. So here it goes. So anyway, for the other story, I remember this one was really long ago. This was like 2008. I was still going to middle school, and me and Sir Isaac were in the computer lab. We were in a math class together in middle school. And Sir Isaac's, I've told some stories about him in the past podcast. He was an old friend of mine. But anyway, we're sitting in the computer lab next to each other on the computers, and we're working on our math work. And there's a problem on there we really weren't sure how to solve. It was a multiplication problem, but it was like a big number. And we couldn't use calculators. They wanted us to work it by hand, and it was this big number. It was like 4,000 times like 50,000, and we weren't sure like exactly how to do the math on that, like how to like line it all up and multiply it all by hand. So we said, well, let's get on YouTube and pull up a video, and it'll probably tell us like how to multiply this out by hand, because we weren't quite sure. We wanted to make sure we were doing it right. We weren't sure where to start or what to cross out, none of that, because we sucked at math. So I said, well, why don't we get on YouTube? And they probably have how-to videos on how to multiply big numbers and big problems. And all right, so cool. Before I go into the story, I'm just going to say, you will be so amazed and shocked at the videos you find on YouTube. I'm talking about videos the users made, not like movies and TV shows and stand-up comedy specials and music videos. I'm talking about stuff the YouTube users made, independent YouTube videos. You will be so shocked and amazed the independently made YouTube videos you come across. It's amazing. It's astounding and amazing. Anyway, you're about to see me prove that statement right now. So anyway, we type in how to solve, 100,000 times 400,000. And we're looking at the results, and one of the thumbnails is like this Samoan man, like Pacific Islander. And he's got a wreath around his head, like a grass wreath, and a mustache. And he's on a beach at night. See, Tyler's chuckling because he already knows what's coming, but anyway, the beach at night. So we say, well, let's click on this man here. Maybe he'll tell us how to work this out. Big mistake. Big mistake. Oh boy. What we were about to walk into, what our eyes were about to be exposed to, we click it. Loads, has the stupid little ad. Are you single? Are you Christian? Join and try Christian Mingle for free. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Skip. We're like, skip. Okay, skip. And then the camera is zoomed in, close up on this Samoan man. By the way, all he has on is a grass wreath around his head and a grass skirt. No shirt, no shoes, just a grass skirt, grass wreath around his head. Samoan man on a beach at night. So anyway, the camera is zoomed in right on his face. He looks directly at the camera and goes, ha, 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 boo, da, da, boo, da, da. All this Pacific Islander music this tribal music is playing. He's dancing on the beach, and he's twirling a fire stick, just going, ha, 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 2 times 2 is 4. 44 times 5 is 5,000. 5,000 times 2 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 9 is 4. 4 times 2 is 44. 999 is 9. Ha, ha, oh, ha, 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 ha. You're not weak. You in the gray. You're not weak. You in the gray. And me and Sir Isaac look at each other. We're like, what the? Huh? So that's going on for like 2 minutes straight. This Samoan man on the beach twirling a fire stick, going, ha, 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 inaccurately stating multiplication problems. This man, I hope he wasn't a teacher, because he was dumb. 5 times 5 is 45. 3 times 3 is 99. We were like, what? And he's dancing and twirling this fire stick to like some tribal drums, you know. Do 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 do. 44 times 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 3. 9 times 9 is 9.
He's so wrong.
8 times 8 is 48. 7 times 7 is 2. We're like, 7 times 7 is 2. What? And it would have in captions, as he was saying it, there'd be captions of the math. Because I get his accent was so thick you couldn't understand him. So anyway, that's going on a good 2 minutes of the video. Finally, about 2 minutes into the video, 5 of these girl tribal dancers come behind him and start dancing and kind of backing him up. Because then he starts going, "You're not weak, you're not weak, you in the way, you in the way." And all these tribal girl dancers repeat him, and they're backing him up, dancing behind him, going, "Kumbaya, you in the way, kumbaya, you in the way, ha, ha, ha." Back to 3 times 3 is 2. 1 times 1 is 4. 9 times 9 is 99. 2 times 2 is 5. And then the girls were just back behind him. Then, "You're not weak, you're not weak, you in the way, you in the way. You not weak, you not weak, you in the way. Kumbaya, you in the way, kumbaya. You're not weak, you're not weak." We were like, is he saying you're not weak? Well, what? Huh? And then we were like, is he saying you in the gray? He wasn't speaking English, I'll tell you that. So anyway, this video is about 5 minutes long. And again, when it ends, Sir Isaac and I look at each other, jaws dropped. Frozen with shock at what we just saw. We look at each other, we're like, did we just watch the same thing? Did we really just, like, see this with our own eyes? Were we on dope? Were we on an acid trip? What, was this for real? And then we were like, I think so, because, you know, neither one of us drank or took drugs. We were like, so we couldn't have been drunk or on drugs, so this was real. We were like, huh? I was like, that's like a bad acid trip, man. Good gosh.
He was so wrong with his multiplication.
And we said, Sir Isaac was like, what is this man's problem? I said, I don't know, but if that's how they learn math in Samoa, God have mercy on all of them. Imagine having to go on this beach at night with this fire twirler guy with nothing but a grass wreath on his head and a grass skirt, twirling fire, giving you incorrect multiplication problems, and having freaking tribal women dancers back him up incorrectly. That's what was even worse. The tribal women dancers were going with it as if it was normal. They were like, if I was a tribal woman dancer, I'd be like, 3 times. I'm just saying, yeah, I'm just saying. If I was one of them tribal women dancers, I would have been like, 3 times 3 is 45. 2 times 2 is 2. I'd be like, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. 3 times 3 is not no 45. And 2 times 2 is not 5. What are you talking about, man? What are you trying to teach here? That you ain't correct. These tribal women were backing him up and going with it and agreeing with him as if everything was normal. As if this is the ordinary, mundane way we learn how to multiply here in Samoa. It could have been Samoa, Costa Rica. It was some island. And it was just, we couldn't believe it. It took us at least, like, after that the class ended and we went to lunch. We're at lunch sitting next to each other with our jaws dropped, staring at each other at what we just saw. We couldn't believe it. We went home. We got out of school 3:30. Usually we'd get out about 4:30 because we had play rehearsal after school. We get home about 4:30. We call each other on the phone. That video, man. I said I couldn't even function the rest of the day in school. I went to the rest of my classes with my jaw dropped. That video. Sir Isaac was like, I know, I feel the same way. We were like, what did we watch? And what put the thought in this man's mind to make this video?
I gotta look for this video.
It's gone. We went back and looked for it. We don't remember. We typed in what we typed in, but then, like, I guess it got deleted or something. Good. If that thing was still up, at least 50% of kids in America would have failed math because of that video. they find that video. Because that thing had some views. That thing had like 20,000 views.
Oh my gosh.
Because it just sucks for kids who are new to multiplication. See, we weren't new to multiplication. We just weren't sure how to solve a long problem. But we knew darn well that 2 times 2 wasn't no 5 and 3 times 3 wasn't no 45. We don't know what this man was talking about. Like I said, we couldn't even take it in. We couldn't fathom it. We couldn't even go throughout the rest of our day at school without just being shocked. We couldn't. It was just, we couldn't believe it. We were in shock the rest of the day. Even at night, we called each other on the phone. And then we're just talking about the video. We're like, we can't believe this video. I was like, you want to watch it again? Sure. And we watch it again. We watched that thing at least 10 times.
Oh my gosh.
We did. We watched it 10 times, and then it got deleted. We should have freaking bootlegged it or something. And then I could have shown it. Because people, when I tell them, they don't believe me. And then I can't tell them to go look it up because it got deleted. We should have bootlegged it or something. And that way I could say, look, right here.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It was so disturbing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my, yeah, it still gives me nightmares to this day. I can't even go to the beach anymore. When I walk on the beach, I'm gonna be picturing that man. 3 times 3 is 55. Kumbaya.
He like ruined the beach for
Yeah.
you.
You're not weak. You're not weak. We were like, what is you not weak? Is he saying you're not weak? What? No, he wasn't speaking English, though. I know that much.
Oh my gosh.
And then, the only stuff he was speaking English was the numbers. That was it.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more fun events. I help you with your math. Yes, yes. I was like, oh my gosh. This dude is freaking escaped out of the nut house. He wants, you have the audacity to incorrectly teach math with your, and get your tribal dancers to go along with it. Act crazy. And then expect people to subscribe for more of this crap?
Oh my gosh.
I was like, well, alright, subscribe.
Oh my gosh.
He must have deleted his channel or something, because we could not find him. We looked. We watched it, and then 10 more times the next day, we couldn't find it.
That sucks.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. With all the stuff I've seen and experienced, I could write like 50 novels, a whole book series of novels, and be a millionaire. Retire at 21. It's amazing. Well, that story might sound crazy, but it is definitely true. Hey, that's all the time we have right now here on the Chat Show podcast. I'm your host, Justin Everett. Tyler, thank you so much for joining me. I want to thank all you fine folks out there so much for listening. We'll see you all next time.